Hello chaps and chapesses, and how are we all today? My name is Home, as you can see. Not really, that's just a waypoint. So welcome back to my little island getaway. I'm going to update you on what I've been up to. I've been playing a lot, and I've achieved quite a bit. So I'll give you a quick update on the things that I've been doing. I'm going to take a bit more time this time in going through the various machines that I have and the setups that I have for generating power so far, and a few other bits and pieces, but we'll get to that today. So first up, we didn't really review this area up top properly last time, I don't think, so we'll just do that now. So pumpkins, cactus, carrots, potatoes, wheat, and netherwort. Nothing complicated about any of those, all just growing as you would in the standard Minecraft way. A herd of cows over there, which is my resource for leather and for beef should I need it. So I've been breeding those using the wheat that I've been getting there. So in terms of this little farming area, that's pretty much it. Nothing else much has been done there. In here, a little storage room. So I've organised the junk that I had and moved all my chests up here. So I've got a couple of project tables, a standard crafting table, tools chest, building materials chest, water cells, coolant cells, etc. Unrefined ores, dusts, gems, ingots, Zycraft stuff, Thaumcraft stuff, plant saplings and food, nether stuff, mob drops, wood supply, and miscellaneous items. So all I'm doing for the chests here is when they're starting to get full, such as this one's probably getting close, we upgrade it to an iron chest. If an iron chest starts to get full, I mean this one's got a bit of a ways to go, but this one perhaps is getting closer. Yep. Then we'll get it upgraded to a golden chest, so they've got more space and so on and so on and so on. That way we should have plenty of room. No sorting system set up or anything yet, so all that's to come yet. That will be done in time. There's nothing underneath this room, so that's where I'll be planning to put all that stuff to sort all this stuff out. And that's really it for the top level stuff here. Nothing else up here. There's another portal which we showed you last time. And yeah, if we head down, this is my machine room now. That's how it's looking. So before we get into the various machines that we've got, I'll talk to you about the way that I'm generating power at the moment, which as you can see involves lava. So this is one of the more basic setups for generating lava, but it's pretty efficient, pretty easy to maintain, and doesn't rely on a lot of upkeep. The good thing about using lava as a power source is it can be easily split between the buildcraft power and between the industrial craft power, which is over this side. So it's quite easy to split it off. So let's explain what we have here. First of all, we'll go down the bottom, take these with us. These are cans, which are just made by 4 tin in a square, and it gives you 12 cans, I believe. So you do that a few times and you get yourself some cans. So all we do is you find yourself a source of lava. So that could be in the nether, it could be here in the overworld, wherever. And you place down a pump, which is this white block here. Now you can see there that it's got a chute coming down out the bottom of it. And that basically drills down from the pump once it's activated into the source of either water or lava, depending on what it is that it's actually going to be pumping. To make the pump work, you use 4 redstone engines. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll get those going now. I just have standard levers on these things just now. Probably way too many levers than I actually need, but whatever. They're working. So that's it. That's all the 4 redstone engines working now, and that's this pump now able to pump out into these pipes. So a wooden waterproof pipe and a cobblestone waterproof pipe. The cobblestone waterproof pipe goes into something called a magmatic engine. Now, magmatic engine basically has an interior capacity for lava, which it's getting from the pump, and then it generates energy using that lava. So if we switch this on, it is currently broken, so I'm just going to hit it with a wrench. There we go. We'll talk about these tools in a minute. So that's the engine going on. So that engine is now producing power, as indicated by these flames here. Yep. And that's producing power to what's called a liquid transposer. So what the liquid transposer does is it puts liquids into cans. So you have your power here, which is being generated from the magmatic engine. You have your lava, which is coming from the pump as well. You have a slot for cans, an output for cans, and you can choose whether the liquid transposer is to put materials into the cans or take them out of the cans. This one is going to take the lava, put it into the cans, pop that there. You see the lava goes from the left into the can and it reduces as it does so. Now you're not seeing it show up here because it's automatically set. That is the red side there, as you can see. And you can also see that in the settings thing here. So the red side is on the right hand side of the machine. So that's the front of the machine, right hand side, into a chest. So it dumps the can straight into the chest there, like so. So basically what that will do is that will over time fill up all of the cans, and I don't think we want to stick around and wait for all of them to happen. No, we don't, because that'll take a wee while. So we'll leave this set up on just now while it fills those all up. So we can take, let's just take a couple of cans just to demonstrate actually. Would be better. Let's take 4. Okay, so we'll go back upstairs with these cans. And you basically have kind of the reverse setup upstairs. So we again use a liquid transposer, which is this machine here. And instead of putting the lava into the cans this time, it's set to take it out of the cans. Now, currently, the buffer here is full, so it doesn't actually need to do anything. It's full of power, it's full of lava, there's nowhere for this lava in these cans to go. So nothing to do there. But basically what happens is the cans go into this machine. When there's space in here, they get sucked out of there and popped into this lava tube. The empty cans then go down out the bottom and into this chest here in the bottom. From there we have a redstone engine. Now I can show you this part. When you flick this on, this pumps the liquids out of here, and actually that might give us space to see this thing working. Yeah, there we go. So you can now see that that's emptying the cans and popping it into the lava resource, and you see the cans coming at the bottom and into there. So there you go. So let's flick that off just now because we don't need that one. So what that does is that allows the liquids from the tank to get pumped out into the pipes here, same as before, wooden waterproof, into cobblestone. We'll go the left hand side route first and show you that. So this here pumps exactly the same lava into the magmatic engine as the same as it was downstairs. Magmatic engine goes into these conductive pipes, which in turn powers both the liquid transposer and also goes along the line here to power these buildcraft machines which I have currently. We'll go to those in a second. The other method is that it gets piped into a geothermal generator, and this is for this style of machine over this side. Geothermal generator then generates power and pops it straight into the MFE, which is a big storage unit for power on this side. And again, we'll get into this stuff in a second. So that's basically it. That's my power generating method at the moment. Into cans down the bottom, out of cans up here at the top, and altogether you've got an easy source of lava. You can always go to the nether and do this. Huge lakes of lava there, so you're never going to run out of lava. It's a good starting resource, not too difficult to set up, I'm not going to show you any of the recipes or anything because they are all available in NEI. So let's just, for example, just show you one. Let's show the magmatic engine recipe. Take a bit of work getting this stuff called invar, redstone cells, pistons, but just like anything in this game, in Feed the Beast, it does take a bit to craft stuff, a bit of work. So what I'll do now is I'll delve into the machines that I have here and show you exactly what each of those is doing. So back in a second. So now let's delve into machines. Down here again. So 3 machines that I have set up here over on this side at the moment are all supplied, as we said before, with power from the magmatic engine. So first machine is a rolling machine. Now this hasn't been used for too much yet. The only thing that I have been using it for is for combining mixed ingots, which you see here is made in a rolling machine with refined iron, bronze and tin. So that's the only real use I've had for this thing so far, but I'm sure there'll be plenty more uses over time. Next machine that we have is a pulverizer. So basically what this does is it takes your ores, let me get some ores just to demonstrate, and it basically multiplies the output of the ore. Let's just take some iron for example, and the pulverizer also gives you a chance of getting some additional ores, or dust rather, to go along with it. So we pop this in here. What happens is it generates 2 dusts, which you'll see over here. So there's 1 cooking and there's 1 there, so 2 dusts. And it also sometimes occasionally produces a random dust here in the bottom section. It's like a bonus for using it as a pulverizer. So we're draining power from the machines here. So we're just going to flick the magmatic engine on for a moment, and that will put a blue lane through these power cables here to show you that the machines are working. Here our bonus dust is pulverized ferrous metal. So basically it's just a way of doubling the ores that you get and making the most use of your materials that you manage to mine. This little indicator here is kind of a power indicator, make sure that there's power in the machine. You can click here, this will show you the power usage of the machine as well, and it's doing fine at the moment. Configuration again, blue is the in, so you pop things in there, and red is the out, which is on the right hand side, so it pops it straight into the powered furnace. Powered furnace is exactly the same as a normal furnace that you would feed with coal in normal Minecraft. Got your little indicator here to show that there's power in the machine again. All it does is it uses power instead of coal to cook the stuff. So you put your dusts in here, or whatever it is you're looking to cook in here, pops it there into the orange. The orange is here, so again it'll dump the output into the chest. Now there was some tin left over from before and some other iron dust from before. We can actually pop that iron dust in here. So yeah, that's the pulverizer done, and that's the powered furnace, and that just cooks up your stuff, pops it in the chest here for me to be done with. So fairly simple on that. We'll leave that running just now while we talk about the other machines on the other side. So over here, as we said, we had a a geothermal generator which takes the lava from the tank and it converts it into power. It then puts that power into the MFE here. Now what the MFE can do is it can charge up your tools. We'll talk about these tools in a minute. But this is a battery pack which you carry on you, so you can keep your tools powered. You can place it into the top slot of the MFE and it will suck power out of the internal battery and pop it into the utility or tool that you're wanting to use. So you can see there it's pulling power from the magmatic engine. Now because this now has work to do, it's come on, and it can be seen it's on by the fact that the lights on the front are on. As soon as this is charged up, you'll see that this is now charging up the MFE, like so, and that will go all the way up to the MFE's limit at 600,000 there. Let me just eat a carrot. Okay, so the MFE then goes through this cable, and this is glass fibre cable, into a low voltage transformer. Now basically there's, as far as I know, 3 levels of power in the industrial craft stuff. There's 512 EU per ticks, there's 128 EU per ticks, and there's 32 EU per tick. Now these machines here that I have are both 32s. So if we were to pump this power directly into these, then these machines would explode because it's way too much power than they can handle. So you use this item, which is a LV transformer, low voltage transformer. The energy goes into the high port, which is indicated by the 3 dots, and it comes out any of the single dots here. So all we have here is it hooked up with some basic copper cable into the 2 machines that I have. So the 2 machines that I have, one's an extractor. I think we showed you this one last time. All it does is you put sticky resin in, and it gives you multiple rubber balls instead of just one. So basically it's a pulverizer for resin, basically. This is probably just going to be about done. So we'll just flick this off here, like so. This one here is a compressor. Now again, the only use I've had for this so far is with these mixed metal ingots for these advanced alloys. So I'll show you these advanced alloys. So you put the mixed metal ingots, which you made on the other side in the rolling machine, into this compressor, and it creates these advanced alloys, which I'll show you some things for those in a small bit. So yeah, there's one more machine over here. Now this is a very high level machine, well, mid to high level machine, so this is called an industrial electrolyzer. What this does is it takes dusts and it converts them into other things. We'll get into that in a bit once I speak about something on that. But basically it's quite a high level machine. It uses up a ton of power. Basically when I was doing 2 sets of dusts in this, it used up 200,000 of this power here, so quite a power hungry machine. Yeah, so that's that. We'll get into that in a bit. 2 other machines that I have down here. We have a blast furnace and a coke oven. So what these machines here are for is for the generation of steel. Steel is used in quite a lot of the recipes for tools in the Minecraft Feed the Beast pack, which is what we're playing on. Basically it goes, you pop coal in here, it takes a very long time to cook, and it produces this coal coke. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. You don't need to do anything else. You pop a piece of coal in, you'll get a piece of coal coke out. You'll also get a byproduct of the creosote oil, which you can pop into bottles, as you can see, which is what I've been doing there. Once you have your coal coke, you then go ahead and put it into this blast furnace, and you put iron into the blast furnace. The blast furnace then cooks up the iron. Again, it takes a bit of time, and it gives you 1 steel ingot per iron ingot which you put in. So that's basically your way to get steel in the game. You need it for quite a lot of the tools. Something else that I've been doing is I've made a full enchanting setup. So some obsidian from down the bottom, some diamonds that I found, book leather from the cows, and reeds which are just over by the river there, and the same for the bookcases. So yeah, full enchanting setup. That is it for machines on the update, I believe. Here's a standard furnace still. That doesn't really need to be there, but we'll keep it there for now anyway. I'll just show you where the reeds are. So there's the reeds down there, down by the river. So that's what I've been using. Okay, so let me be right back and we'll speak about some of the tools. So let's talk about some of the tools that I've created and I've been using so far in the world. So let's just go through the inventory here. This is all the important tools that I have to show you. So the first thing is this. It's an electric jetpack. Basically all this allows you to do is it goes up and down, just holding space as jump, so just basically as you expect the jetpack to work. It's got 2 modes. This is hover mode, and you've also got basically fast up and down mode. Now you have to be careful with this one because if you land too hard you will die, so hover mode is usually what I use. So basically this allows you to fly around looking at things, exploring things, whatever you need to do basically. It's a very useful tool, worthwhile getting up as early as you can in the game basically. So that's a jetpack. Basically it uses power as you use it. As you can see it's now 18,847 if I just do this. Now 18,739, so it uses up power basically whenever you're flying using the jetpack. What I've been doing in order to refuel it is, say you're out on a long journey and you need to refuel your jetpack. What you can do is you can pop down this is a battery box, so it's basically just a battery box. It's got an in and out section, so you can take your jetpack and you can take your backpack. Now backpack is basically just what it sounds like. It's a big pack of batteries. Basically it stores 60,000 power in its charge. It can be used on your back to recharge your tools as you're using it, which I'll show you shortly, or it can be used to refuel other tools. So pop the backpack in here. So let's say we need about 11,000 power. So watch this, it goes to 11,000. So you see now that has drained out 11,500 power from the backpack and put it into the back box. What we're going to do now is put the jetpack into the back box. That will drain the power from the back box and pop it into the jetpack. So that's basically a small wastage there, but we can pop that back into there. So there you go. So it's empty, you can pick it up again, done. So that's the way that you can maintain your tools basically. So that's the jetpack and how I refuel it. Very easy. So the backpack is another thing. So these tools here these are mining drills and chainsaw. So basically a mining drill is used for guess what? And a chainsaw can be used for wood cutting, and also it's good as an offensive weapon as well. I've been using it in place of a sword mostly. So you see both of these weapons are quite full at the moment, both these tools rather are quite full at the moment, but if we head down here, just a little mine area that there is, I'll show you how this works. Okay, this will do fine. So let's say I want to mine these pieces, these Zycraft crystals here. At the moment there's 9,950 power in the mining drill. So if I mine this, and this, like so, that uses up power. So that used up 300 power. So that was basically 50 per block. Yeah, 50 per block. So basically you can mine all day long. This will empty the charge on the tool here. What you can do is you can have this backpack on your back, and what this does is instead of taking the power from the tool, it takes the power from the backpack. So watch as it's 9650, automatically refills this to 10,000, and it's used up some of the charge in the backpack. So it's exactly the same principle with the chainsaw, literally exactly the same principle. So let's do this here, take this off again. So cut this. So we chopped, well, 600 EU out of that one there. We'll pop the backpack on and use this one. And you can see it retains at 10,000, but it uses the backpack power instead. So that's basically it for those two. These are the essential tools that I carry around whenever I'm mining, doing stuff. Very important tools. These can be upgraded to advanced chainsaws and advanced mining drills which hold more capacity and are faster, etc. And that's something I'm planning to do over the next short while. Yeah, so that's those two things. These two tools are made from steel. I'll just show you the recipe for these. So steel ingots, electronic circuit, and an RE battery. So that's why I had to make those ovens, because you needed it for these. Okay, so also, what else do we have in the inventory here? We have a looting sword made from sapphires, which are made exactly in the same way as a standard sword is, except you use sapphires instead of stone or iron or whatever it is. We have a power 3 bow. We have a fortune 3 diamond pickaxe, very important. Let's deal with these three first. So basically what I found is in these mines here, I'm not going to go there just now because it's not finished, I found 4 cave spider spawners all within the same range of each other. So I've hooked up 3 of them, so that gives me a good source of XP when I need it, and I was using that in combination with the enchanting table which I showed you earlier to try and get some good tools. Now I lucked in with the diamond pickaxe the very first time I enchanted it, I got the Fortune 3 Efficiency 4 on it, which is fantastic. Very important, because diamonds are extremely important in Feed the Beast. So whenever if you find diamonds, you want to fortune them if possible. Also good for coal, redstone, and other things as well. The bow, just a random bow. I wasn't too concerned about what I got on that, I just needed a good bow. And the looting sword was great for killing endermen, so I could get enough ender pearls in order to find the end, which I did manage to do. And again, we'll talk about that in a wee bit. Final 3 tools in here are wrenches. So an electric wrench, also made with steel, a buildcraft wrench, and an industrial craft wrench, I believe. So these are all used for rotating and dismantling various machines that you make, so that you don't lose them when you destroy them. If you destroy some machines with a pick, just like that, then you would actually break them, which is very bad because some of the machines take a lot of ingredients to make. So you build these wrenches and that keeps everything together, basically. So that's it for tools for now. So the final thing I want to talk about is I needed to make... So basically I had a goal to make myself a nano sword. So nano sword here, and then you look at this and you think, wow, what is all this stuff? Platinum ingots, iridium plates, energy flow crystals, lapotron crystals, my goodness, that's a lot of stuff. It's a really powerful sword, and it uses electricity, but it's quite a high level item. So I thought, right, we'll do this bit by bit. So first of all, I need platinum. Right, where do you get platinum? So you get platinum dust from pulverizing iridium ore, if you're lucky enough to find it, pulverizing sheldonite ore, if you're lucky enough to find it, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and industrial grinding ferrous ore, which gives you 3 nickel and 1 platinum every time, which is very, very good. I don't have a fusion reactor, that's a long way away. So, I was like, right, well I need some of this stuff. So sheldonite, you get that in the end on flying asteroids. So if you pulverize that stuff, then you get 2 platinum dust. Now each dust basically means 1 ingot. Now I went to the end, I died a couple of times, but I did get, there we go, 9 sheldonite ore. So that is 18 platinum dust. Not bad at all. But not enough. Oh, that was weird. Game crashed there, sorry about that. What was I saying? Yeah, so 18 sheldonite ore, but that is not enough for what I need. It's raining. So the mind focus just completely goes when it's raining. So where was I? Sheldonite ore. Yes. So platinum, not enough platinum. So I thought to myself, right, I could use an industrial grinder, because that's a good way to get lots of materials. There it is there. That's a good way to get lots of materials for things. So I managed to make all this stuff, and there's a lot of advanced things here. So 3 advanced circuits. We look in this chest here. 3 advanced circuits. That's the wrong one, that's the wrong one, here we are. A pump, an industrial electrolyzer, and in these things you need steel, a block of steel, so steel and block of steel, and an advanced machine block down the bottom. So I've got an advanced machine block. So the only thing I need is for these things, tungsten ingots. So I thought, okay, that's not too bad. I've got some tungsten from going to the end. So I went to the end and got this stuff, which is tungstate ore. So I cooked some of that up, got some dusts. Here we are, 8 tungsten dust. So I thought, right, I'll chuck that into a furnace, cook it up, and we're done. We'll have an industrial grinder, which is a really high level machine, really good for getting lots of dusts from your ores. However, you cannot just cook tungsten dust. It has to be created in an industrial blast furnace. So, here we are, industrial blast furnace. Went down the rabbit hole of this one, got all of this stuff made. 3 more advanced machine blocks, more electric furnaces, lots of copper, more copper for these things, nickel ingots for these things, electronic circuits for that, and machine hulls for that. Okay, a lot of materials, a lot of things to do, but I got it, so here we are. How do you make one of these things? You actually need machine casings as well, because it's a multi-block machine. There we are, machine casing. So I need these things. So these only give you 4 of these blocks. I need 34 of those blocks in order to make a complete industrial blast furnace. So I worked out the math. It's basically like a stack of steel is what I need. Which takes a long time to cook. So I'm not there yet. That's the next thing, is to go out and get a lot of iron so that I can cook it up into steel. And then we can finally get our blast furnace, and we can then finally get our grinder, and we can then finally get some high level items. We'll get there eventually, and we'll talk about that next time. So that is it. Just pop my jetpack back on again. From this, oh, actually to put it on. There we go. And that's the backpack. Good job. There we go. So, from this very rainy area, which is my home, that is an update on everything. It's quite a lot to take in there, I know. I now need to do a lot of mining, a lot more building, a lot more creating materials, but we'll get there in the end. So, hope you like this update video. Any questions, comments, suggestions, then please do let me know in the comments. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed it. That doesn't take much, just a button press. And also subscribe if you want to see my further videos in future. So, for today, signing off. Thank you very much.